Hello everyone! Sorry it's been so long since I've been here. I've been busy with back to school, kids, going back to school, not me, and prepping for 2 workshops I'm teaching in Canada next week, as well as weddings and work and life and health stuff that I am trying to get under control and change my diet and do lots of juicing and all kinds of crazy shenanigans. So I got some requests when I posted this dark lip the other day that people wanted to see a tutorial. So this is the look that I'm going to show you tonight, not the foundation and stuff to save time. I'm just going to show you this eye, which is like a kind of an olivey green smoky eye, and this dark plum lip. So I hope you enjoy it, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for being patient and sticking around. I promise I will post more soon. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here we go. I have got my foundation on, contouring, highlighting, just my foundation and that, and eyebrows and everything was done a couple of hours ago, so it's not that fresh and great, so just ignore that. But this eye is done, and I'm going to recreate it on the other side to show you how to do it, and I'm going to show you the dark plum lip that we talked about. So thanks for following along. I wanted to show you some of the Colourpop Cosmetics eyeshadow, some of the new ones that I got. So the ones that I'm going to play with tonight and that I have on this eye is, this one's called Hammered, and it's kind of like a green, it's like a dark olive green with gold flecks and green and a tiny bit of like a copper. You can't, or you'd have to get up close to see it. And then the other one I'm going to use, that's called Hammered, is Get Lucky, and it's kind of a weird light, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like not a champagne, it's not a gold, it's just kind of in there. It's kind of like MAC's Retrospect, if you're familiar with that. Okay, so we're going to use those, and then as a dark, I'm going to use this dark one called Rumor Has It. It's like a dark blacky plum. And I did throw just a pop of this really dark, it's kind of like a dark blackish green with some blue and green flecks in it. So I did add a pop of that, okay? So I have mascara on, and I tight lined up in my eye, but that's it. And I put on my brows, obviously. So these shadows, they stay and they like don't come off the skin. So you don't actually have to prime your eye. I didn't actually put any primer on here, if you can believe that. So this is just my skin, and I'm gonna show you how you can put this on straight onto your skin. I'm also gonna just, I was just playing around before I decided to make this, so I didn't use my traditional brush technique, so I'm just going to show you because you can do all kinds of different things with brushes. So I actually started by taking my finger, because these are kind of, if you kind of see, you see how you can press and make a mark? They're kind of spongy. So I'm going to take my ring finger, and I'm actually going to use my mirror here, but I'm actually going to kind of like press it on at first, because I was just kind of testing it on my eye, and this gives it, you get a lot more of the shimmer and foiliness out of it when you use your finger. So you can also use a brush, but I'm using my finger. So I just kind of was doing this at first to play around with it and see. But you'll see what I mean. I mean, they really don't come off. Like, I had to scrub it off my finger. Oopsies. Okay, so I just kind of tapped some of that on there. And then I'm going to take the other one, Get Lucky, and take my pinky and pick up some of that. It's really hard to do this when you're not, when you're right-handed on your left eye. So I might have to use a brush to get in there better. But I was just kind of packing that on, so you can kind of see that. So it's really pretty. So I'm going to take just a flat brush and some more of that Get Lucky. Oops. If you use a flat brush, whether it's fluffy or synthetic, you'll really get the foiliness. Do you see that coming out in these? That's some on that side too. Okay, and then I'm going to take, strange as it is, I don't know why, but my Powder Ink number 9 brush, which is actually really small. It's used kind of like for smudging under the eye. But I'm going to pick up some of that, more of the green one, which is the Hammered, and actually just kind of press it on Now I have a really deep set eye, so I'm just gonna gently work this up through here. And again, you just can kind of press. Like that. And then I'm gonna take my powder ink number 12 brush, which is kind of similar, but it's a longer, fluffier version for the crease. And I'm gonna take this color by Colourpop called Desert. It's a really nice, just light to medium creamy brown. So I'm gonna swirl some of that on there. And I'm going to pop this through my crease. You can kind of see that coming through. To go back with my number 9 in the dark green again. And now I'm going to kind of come up again towards that crease and blend over top of this, like this. So you can kind of see, so I'm just kind of blending that into the crease area. So you see how this side's a lot darker right now? So we're going to darken up this side. And as I do that, I'm going to pull it out a little bit like this, just because I want to. I'm going to just kind of elongate, make my eye a little bit longer this way. I suddenly just got really hot. Okay, so going back with my flat brush. So this is, again, this is just kind of like going back and forth with colors. So a little bit more of the Get Lucky, a little bit more of Hammered. Okay, so it's kind of going back and forth, back and forth. Okay, so then I'm going to take that really dark one, which is called Shameless. And again, I actually just took my finger and popped a little bit of it on right here, just to darken it up. And you can see a lot more of the kind of like gold reflection in this one. Can you see that? It's super pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the dark, which is the one that I said is kind of like a blacky plum. And I'm going to go back to that number 9 little brush. I'm going to pick up the dark on there. And we're just going to press this in here. I'm just going to take a tiny bit of the Get Lucky, which is the lighter gold, and wrap it around my tear duct here. Like that, so they're both highlighted on the inner corner. Looks pretty even. And then we are going to pop on some lashes. Okay, so I've got those lashes on. Those were being a pain, and then my camera died, and so anyways, those are on. Those are Cocoa Lashes in Misha, so you can see them. I had a little something smudged under my eye from earlier, but if I wanted to add something, I could take a little bit of the Hammered eyeshadow again, and I'm just gonna smudge a little bit of it under here, like that. This is the same flat brush number 10 from my my brushes. Okay, So now I'm going to show you how I do my lip. So the lipstick is Lingering Kiss, and what I tend to do is actually put on some lipstick first and then do liner. Especially when it's this dark, I don't attempt to even like try to make it straight with just the lipstick. So I start like that. It doesn't look good. And then, okay, so I start like that. And then I'm going to take my lip pencil, which is called Nightmoth. Okay, so I have that all on. It's really dark. I'm going to blot it. I don't have some tissue. A lot of times I just blot on the back of my hand and then wash it. Okay, so I'm gonna blot some of that. And then what I did is I took a really bright pink lipstick called Pink Pigeon, and I'm gonna put that in the center. You can use a lip brush. I'm going to use my MAC one. You just want to go over the edges to blend that. Okay. So that is that. Our olive smoky eye dark plum lip. It's very fun. Not my typical look, but I like it. I'm gonna take my hair out. Actually, let's wipe my hand first before I get purple lipstick all in my hair. No purple highlights here. All right. There you go. Let me know if you have any questions below. I will try to write all the information in the details to go over it again. And I will see you soon.